Yeah, very soon.
This is what makes a biker so excited.
I just want to take a second to take it in.
But then my navigation just said, nah, you're gonna do another one.
Hello. At least you get to see a little bit more
Of the Stelvio.
So this is actually the best view that I can give you. That was freaking awesome. It feels like coming home somehow. As we reached a little small village called Akrum in dead center Friesland, I just wanted to explain a little bit what just happened. So in the previous image you saw that there was an accident or two people bumped into each other, numbers 1 and 2. I just spoken with one of them and I have the feeling they're both a little bit shook up, but he told me that there was a car coming from the front and the first one made the pass normally, and in order for the second person to get off the road and pass it, they took the inside turn. And then because there was not enough space in the road that they were going, that's how we collided together. I hope they're both doing all right, because I know how that mentally plays out, even if there's no fault or anything else. You just start to doubt yourself. So I hope that they can still enjoy the ride. It's a neat little town, and like I said, it's dead center. So especially tourism is high here. As you can see, it's busy and thriving. It's nice to drive in the back. I just got that question. It's different because normally you're a little bit restless finding routes and stuff. And now you just ride with the group, which is very relaxing. Driving in the back also gives you a little bit more of a responsibility, because when we're driving a highway, for example, I close off so that no cars can pass, so that everybody has space, but also taking care of somebody that's broken down or catching up in case of somebody having an issue. The nice thing would be to have contact with the first person over mesh. We don't have it today, but normally I find it very useful to have that. Yeah. So we're stuck behind a trucker again, but it's not budging, so let's wait until they're gone. Because it's so late, it's already 5:30, and we did so many kilometers already. As the Woudagemaal, the tour just took so much time away from driving. We were actually discussing, or maybe after the next stop, to that is very, very nice. An old timer even. Wow. So maybe after the next stop, just to drive straight home. Currently, we are not until the end position at 7:15, meaning I wouldn't be home until 8. So let's discuss it by the next stop. For now, the surroundings are actually quite nice. The road was also very, very nice until we had to slow down. And I see another tracker coming from the other side. So we'll wait until we can get a little bit more speed. But we saw some nice views from Friesland already, actually. How are they going to solve this? I see tracker on tracker. One is full, one is empty. One wait for the other. So we can pass again. Oh, it's a nice sound to hear all the bikes speeding up again. A very lovely sound. Oh, it's it. Oh, yeah, that could be. Yes. So, we're back again. We just had a small ice cream break in a lovely town with a lovely square. I have to admit that was quite a good stop, and I really needed something because currently it's 6:30 and yeah, it's getting a bit late. So, as you notice, I only have 3 bikers in front of me, meaning that 3 are finishing the route as predicted, meaning that we broke off and heading home. The reason for it is because I also have some plans tonight. I didn't intend it to be this late. Normally a trip you would plan until like 4 or 5-ish. If I would have finished the route, I would not have been home until 8:15. So for me that was just a bit too late. So we're heading now back and to the highway in order to drive home. Probably need to have one more gas stop. But before we get to the highway, at least we have a little bit more of the Frisian outlook. Although, I have to admit, I think by the time we get to the highway, it's like 3 exits before we're back in our home province of Groningen. Really, really lovely. One thing I do wanna let you guys know. I said no big trips this year, blah blah, yes I know. But I'm planning a trip to Norway next year, so that's going to be season 3, mostly around Norway and some home trips. But at one point, a lot of my friends wanted to come with, so we made like this in-between thing where we said, okay, at the end of the season, which will probably be around August, so expect those videos online in September. We are heading back to the Rhine River below Cologne and doing Trier, Nuremberg and that sort of stuff, Nuremberg Ring and Luxembourg as just a long weekend. There might also other trips coming up, but this one has now been quite concrete. So of course I'll bring the camera with me and the microphone and everything else. So be my guest, as that would probably be the season closer for season 2. I do have to admit, I appreciate all the fans, all the subscribers, everybody reaching out. And I have some big plans. At the moment of filming, I'm just a couple of subscribers away from getting more functionality within YouTube. So let's hope that we reach that one with this episode. But it made me very proud that something that started just to find a way out of my burnout back in the day to something that built up to a true community actually. So for everybody that's been there from the beginning or stepped in and watched everything and reached out, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now let's join the highway and head home. So when driving a highway, it's a little bit different than how you would normally drive in a formation off the highway. So it's called the brick formation, where the first person is on the left, then the other one is on the right, left, and the last person is always on the left. Why do you do that? Because then the last person can always oversee past the bikes, but then also the person behind you, the driver, it's very hard to look around you if you're immediately in front of them. If you go to the right side of the lane, sometimes what happens is that you become invisible for a driver, and then nasty things can happen. The other thing that you need to know when driving in the back is when an entire group wants to overtake and you have contact with the first driver, you already go to the left to stop the flow of traffic so that everybody has a chance to go in order to go back. The person driving on the back is normally the person that corrects the most and has to speed up sometimes in order to go back to the group. So if you are a beginner or anything else, always take position 2 or 3. Just to make sure that you don't have to deal with everything around you in order to keep the group safe. It's funny that Nick drives on the right side of the road. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I thought already that he needed to go here. And so we say goodbye to the first person. Nick, who just turned daddy just yesterday and was able to go. See you soon again. And that takes us all the way back to Groningen as we see the NAM building again. And Nick comes by really, really fast. Ja, ik wel. Veel plezier. Het was wel leuk. Ja, en ik plan wel weer een nieuwe datum. Yes. Ja, dankjewel. Dag Fons, de bankier, dankjewel. He was paying for everything the entire day. Yes. Jeroen, it was a pleasure. Enjoyed. And it's a nice new bike. Really is. Yes. Nice bike. And we say goodbye to the last member of the team. Oh, he said, still connected. He said, oh. And by taking the exit, the day is slowly coming to an end. From the last stop, it was still about 1.5 hours in order to get to the end point. So the others are still driving for about half an hour. And then they still need to go home. I just wanted to say thank you. This route was amazing. The technical bits and parts I loved. And it was nice to be at the Gemaal, I really have to say. But that guy that gave us our tour, and I'm very happy that you guys didn't see that, he could talk about pretty much anything. So yes, he knew everything, but that was also a tour of 35 minutes given in 90 minutes, 90. So eventually we were a little bit done, like we want to drive, so that's why the lunch was so late. But I really enjoyed myself. A smaller group than last time, doesn't matter, because everybody was driving the right speeds, the right everything. Nice chats on the com. I really enjoy those kind of things. So I want to thank you for watching, as I am almost home. You probably watched this in bits and pieces. So when the next ride will be, I have no idea, but probably by the time that this airs, you will see the next episode coming up pretty soon. Thank you all for watching. If you liked any of the videos and the things that I do, please don't forget to subscribe. I only need a couple to get way more features on YouTube to even make better videos for you. So thank you very much. Like the video, and there's only one thing for me left to say. See you at the next one. Stay safe, everyone. It's quite central, but as you can see, there's so many bikers, so many routes coming here to this point. So I had to have lunch here, of course. And then you have a zip line, and you also have a watchtower up here.